Hey y'all, it's me again. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. It is me, Goddess of Love and Truth Reacts, coming to you with another video reaction upload. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber or viewer, welcome back. All of you guys' support is greatly and truly appreciated. If you have not subscribed to the channel as of yet, what are you waiting for, y'all? It is fun over here. It is free. It costs you nothing to subscribe to the channel, but you do get to help me and my channel grow by remaining in the YouTube algorithm. And when you subscribe and click that bell notification for all, you never miss an upload. It is free to you. However, I am doing subscriber give backs. I already did the first subscriber give back at 1,000 subscribers. I gave away a total of $100. The next subscriber give back is 5,000 subscribers. I'm giving away a total of $200. So don't miss out on free money, y'all. Money, money, money. Who don't like money, honey? All right, y'all. So I said I was going to wait to later to react to this to do the upload, but since I have a moment, well, actually, I don't have a moment. I just made a moment, y'all. I'm just busy for the last, month and coming up month. So I apologize. Not just the P. Diddy trial, but my work too. Y'all girl work. Okay. But my apologies. I said that I wasn't gonna do this till later on, but again, I was like, let me go ahead and make the time since I just did the other reaction. So I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna schedule this one for 30 minutes after the last video upload. The last video was me reacting to when Country Wayne met up with Rolanda. And then this one here, y'all, child. When I tell you Brittany is Shayla 2.0, child, haunted child, please. Brittany worse. I feel like Brittany worse because she is a habitual liar. But let's get into the video. Y'all probably can tell I got a lot going on because I was all over the place with my introduction. So my apologies again. Sorry, y'all. But anyway, that's why I like to do stuff when I have the time and I can focus so I can, get it right. Get it right. Get it right. Get it right. But anyway, so we got Dalen. He done linked up with, see they toasting with Brittany. Uh-oh. And with Amber, right? So he was like, I'm glad we can do this, for us to meet up and link up together. We haven't did this in a long time. It's good for us to get out, hang out, and, and just chill. So Dalen was like, okay, well, I'll be right back. I got to go to the restroom. So remember, Dalen had told Amber that he seen Kelvin and well, he said it in Kelvin's face. He saw Kelvin and he saw Brittany together, and they looked a little cozy. Well, he said the little cozy part after Kelvin left, but he would have said it in his face. But Kelvin decided he wanted to run off because he didn't want to be part of that conversation because he knew Dalen was finna snitch them out, right? So Amber, she flat out asked her first. She was beating around the bush just to see what Brittany was gonna say. She was taking it all in. So I'm thinking Amber being smart. I'm hoping she not being dumb or whatever. Because sometimes you like when you like how people always say, if you got a problem with me, just say it. Just let me know or whatever. See, child, they ain't gonna do right because that's how I am. You know what I'm saying? I really truly want people to let me know if I did something to offend you. Let me know because maybe they took it the wrong way and I didn't mean it that way. But if I meant it that way, I'm gonna say I meant it that way. I'm not gonna lie about it because who gonna check me, boo? But sometimes when you confront people about something or whatever, they be like, no, it wasn't like that, this and this and that, there and the other. And it really was like that. So you really still can't trust that. Same like right this with here, right here. I mean, like this. I say I can't even talk. So Amber, she was just laying it out, just, not saying it, but saying it. She was like, yeah, so yeah, me and Kelvin, we hooked up and we was having drinks or whatever. And Brittany was like, but why are you meeting with Kelvin? She was like, well, I don't know if she said that yet, but anyway, she was like, we had drinks, we had coffee, and I think Brittany said, well, how did it go? She was like, it was okay. She was like, I'm just not trying to move fast or whatever. I need to finish my divorce and this and that, there and the other. She said she want to take things slow with Kelvin or whatever, right? So Brittany, baby, when I tell you she making all type of ugly faces and stuff like that, and then she say, well, you shouldn't be worried about Kelvin. No way. I told you to stay clear from Kelvin or whatever. And Amber was like, but it was okay for me to talk to Victor. And she was like, that's different. So I'm like, how is that different? So Amber say, I'ma just flat out ask you, is there anything going on between you and Kelvin? And she was like, no. She felt offended. She was like, no. Or why would you say that? She's like, because Dalen said that y'all look close. She's like, first of all, you need to not be listening to Dalen. No, first of all, you need to stop lying. And you keep saying this is your best friend or whatever, and how you a better friend to her than Shayla. So instead of trying to deter her away from Kelvin because of your own selfish needs, like Amber said, it was okay for her to talk to Victor, but it's not okay for her to talk to Kelvin. That should have let her even further know that, yeah, you got a problem, you got something going on. She gonna talk about don't be listening to Dalen. Dalen not somebody you need to listen to. No, Amber, listen to Dalen because he was right. And she said Dalen kind of felt like, she said Dalen wasn't being messy. He kind of felt relieved because he felt like, Kelvin was taking you away from him. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, Brittany was like, no, it is nothing like that or whatever. And she was like, I am your best friend. I wouldn't do anything like that. And Amber was like, well, I'm just telling you, you have your opportunity. Just, well, she didn't say opportunity, but she was like, be honest up front. Let me know. She said, I'm just going to flat out ask you, do y'all have anything going on? And Brittany acted like she was just flabbergasted, like the audacity or whatever. And she was like, no. And she was like, and you need to stop doing this and you need to stop doing that. But it was okay for her to go out of the country with a whole man that she didn't know. And, and then she talking about her going into business with Wayne, talking about she shouldn't have been going into business with Wayne, but it was okay for her to go into business with her and Kelvin. Like, girl, Brittany, baby, she's selfish. And that's why I say she worse than Shayla, because Amber didn't find out about Shayla until she found out and stuff hit the fan. Amber is finding out early about Brittany and Kelvin, and she flat out asked her. She didn't have the chance to flat out ask Shayla for Shayla to lie to her face and say no. That's what makes it worse for Brittany, is because you told Kelvin that, well, first of all, Kelvin is the one that wanted to tell Amber. You don't want to tell Amber, and you know why you don't want to tell Amber, because you don't want to be considered that type of friend, but you are. You're not her friend. You scandalous, and you even more scandalous because Kelvin said, let's tell Amber. You like, no, she is my best friend. I know her better than you. I know when it's the right time to tell her. This was the perfect time to tell her when she straight up freaking asked you and you lied to her face. You looked her in her eyes and lied to her face. Now, that's wrong as a friend and as an attorney, because how is she even supposed to trust you with represent her correctly, because you might have some animosity because of how she feel about Kelvin, so you may not even represent her fully as to what she need or whatever, because you probably don't want her to get what she deserve. You know what I'm saying? Like, share. Baby, this is crazy that this girl sat here and lied to her face. So yeah, she worse than Shayla. She can't say nothing about Shayla or Anthony, because baby, you are 4 times worse. Screw 2 times, because she came to you as a friend and as a woman, and she flat out asked you and you lied. And then what Amber did, she said, well, I apologize, if I'm wrong, but I just want to make sure. Share. And see, that's what we do. We apologize if they deny it or whatever, and then find out later that what we asked and what we thought was accurate. So, share, baby, Brittany is scandalous. I said, I know you effing lying. I know you effing lying. I hope Amber beat her up too, honey. Child, give her a couple of black eyes. Look at me, like she got more than one. Give her 2 black eyes, which is still a couple. Black her eyes, bloody her nose, knot up her forehead, pull that ugly wig off. All that good stuff. Child, I was like, child, Amber ain't got no friends. No friends, no friends. And baby, it's going to hurt her too when she find out that Sonny knows Shayla. And Sonny not even devious like Shayla and how Brittany is. Sonny just don't want to be in the middle of it. And Mike is the one that put her in that situation, because Mike should have told her. You know what I'm saying? And she ain't saying nothing because she cool with Shayla, and because Mike didn't tell her, and it was up to Mike to tell her, because you brought her in on the business. She wasn't trying to be cool with Amber, but doing business with Amber, she gonna be around Amber and she gonna get cool, but Amber not gonna trust her either, because she gonna feel like she She the same as everybody else. Tell me what y'all think, because she gonna feel like that. I don't think Sunny is the same as everybody else though. But tell me what y'all think. Leave y'all comments down below. Again, if you have not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Because it is fun over here. Click that subscribe button, click that bell notification for all, so that you never miss an upload. Like the video, share the video, and leave y'all comments down below. And as we say before we go, love, peace, and hair grease. Smooches. Bye. Happy hump day.